Alright everybody, it's BRIX Bro and this is episode 8 of building Caran. So as you can see, the bridge is done. I have not found enough clip pieces to fully finish off with those power lines. However, the bridge is done and I put up some water just so I can get a good sense of what it might look like. So that's why that's there. I'm still a bit concerned about the green showing through, but when I don't have my light on, it doesn't look as bad. So you can see, I'm going to have a time lapse of me building the bridge, but the bridge looks fantastic. Those arch pieces were definitely the right way to go. So I'm glad I got those. And then I only went a couple tiles deep in because I don't know how many water pieces I'll have. And if I run out, then I'm going to have to use the boats. And I don't really want to do that because they don't really fit the scale of the mock well. So like I said, finished off the bridge and I added in all these 1x1s, which is supposed to look like cobblestone. So I also probably am going to need to blend it in better with the regular road. So that's another thing I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to do. It doesn't go super wide because I wanted it to be thinner than longer. So that's why it's not all the way across, because those extra 2 studs really did make a difference. And just the way this looks right now looks really, really good. So you can see I have the telescope pieces in, and I have a good number of them. I wish I could have done it all the way, but then again, I like the destroyed look. So that's about it for the bridge, really. There's not a lot to explain. I tried to put in 1x1s, as you can see over there, and over there, and over there. So just in general, using 1x1s and trying to make it look a bit weathered. And then obviously all these 1x1s. I don't actually know what the other side looks like. I haven't spun around the mock yet, but I don't think I'm going to be able to take off individual sections. So I'm glad I've done it this way, starting with all the buildings and then going to the bridge, because the bridge is the last step. So I don't think I'm going to be able to bring this to a convention. I wanted to bring it to Brick Fair, Virginia, but unfortunately, I realized that the bridge makes this a very difficult mock to transport because I didn't build it in like 6 sections, so the bridge doesn't actually separate, and it kind of ties the whole mock together. So I might just bring my next mock in to Brick Fair, Virginia next year, because it's ideally going to be a lot easier to transport. And it's going to be a bit bigger, so I'm going to have a bit more freedom with sizing, and it's not going to have a bunch of buildings, but I'm not going to give away too much about that. So let's go into the time lapse of me building this. Alright everybody, so as you can just see, I have a pack 40 over here, and then you just saw me building the bridge, but I felt like I would show off this pack 40. So I rebuilt my field gun again and again, and I think I have it at a point where it looks good enough to be part of the mock. So I'm still debating whether I'm going to put a tank here and then put the field gun in that house, or if I'm just going to have the field gun out here. I'm leaning towards the tank just because I think that it would be a good chance to show off my tanks, and I have quite a few that I get to choose from, but then again, I don't know yet, and so it's just good to have this pack 40 well built. If we look, it pretty simple, uses rail pieces and cheese slopes, and looks decent enough, and it's gonna go behind these sandbags which I need to build a bit taller. They look a bit short compared to the gun. So that's about it for this segment. Let's go to the outro. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this episode, and please stay tuned for next week, because next week, week 9, I build the power lines and I lay out the water, and then week 10 was the finale. So I add in the figures and other miscellaneous things like crates or tank traps and some really exciting projects that I'm working on. So that's about it for today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. This bridge took a lot of time to make and a lot of trial and error, so I hope you enjoyed. Have a nice day.